righty. We are going to get our meeting started. Yes, that's right. Con is talking. So I taught kindergarten, so I know that I can, stop after me. So anyways, welcome. What a crowded, amazing room. The energy in here feels so good after this rainy day. We always know that Arbonne's going to just brighten us up, and I know you guys are feeling that too. So I'm Connolly Stewart, Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne. And you, if you're a guest, you're in for such a treat. You're here to learn more about our amazing company. We have two awesome leaders tonight sharing our opportunity presentation. So first you'll hear a little bit from my amazing mentor and leader, Executive Regional Vice President Dina Kretzer. And then after Dina, new area manager Jeanette Stoneman is we are so proud of you, is going to come up and share. And what's cool about Jeanette is that I have directly worked with Jeanette, so I've gotten to watch her just grow and lead and really come into her own, and just that's what's so great about this business, because when I started 6 years ago, gosh, I couldn't even imagine that my life would look like it does now, and also that I would become the woman that I am now, and this business has really sculpted me into that, alongside, of course, being a wife and a mother and all those other roles that we play. And then Dina, you get to hear her story, but Dina, you guys, she is such a great leader, because Dina is just tried and true. And we all know that, and we love that about you. And, anyone on this team could say that if you do what Dina does and you listen to her coaching and her teaching and just the love that she gives, you're going to succeed in Arbonne. So, Dina, come on out.
Thank you so much. I don't get to script you at all. So, oh my goodness, we do have a good crowd here. So welcome. My name is Dina Kretzer. As Connolly said, I'm an Executive Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne, and just really want to give a special word of welcome to our guests coming out on this rainy night and just joining us to learn a little more about Arbonne, about what we're about. And it's such a privilege to stand here along with Jeanette and Connolly, Jesse, those that you're going to hear from this evening, and be able to share a little bit with you about our products, about our company, about the people who make up Arbonne, and about a business opportunity that is unlike anything I could ever have imagined. So I began my own business with Arbonne 10 years ago, and it really has changed my life on many levels. It may sound cliche, but I don't know how else to say it. It's the absolute truth. Income is what you think of, but the income is just one part of it. It's so many more levels to it. I was introduced to it through the anti-aging skincare, which, wow, Anna, how pretty. I'm just now slowing down a moment to look around what's on the top of Anna's beautiful display over there, the anti-aging skincare, and it made such a visible difference in my skin that I began asking my consultant, who I had never met because she was a friend's sister out in Nebraska, and I said, send me more of these sample packs. I can send people to you, because this stuff is amazing and no one out here has ever heard the word Arbonne. See, I was not thinking in the least that this is a business and maybe I want to learn. In fact, the fact that I was even telling her, send me more samples, made her want to share the business opportunity with me. And the wall went up. I thought, oh my word, it's one of these things? That's immediate. I was like, no way. All I could think of was sales, and I was never, ever, ever going to do anything that had to do with selling. It's not that, but that's what I perceived about it. Not the least bit interested, and just kept putting her off and putting her off. But fast forwarding, or just telling a little bit more behind what was going on with me, she could not have known how much I wanted to create some different choices for myself and my husband, financially, and just fun in what I was doing, because we were both self-employed, and while that had a lot of benefits, we were debt-free, we paid the bills. The businesses that we owned had two huge downsides. Well, one was my personal downside of it, and that was my business. I worked completely alone every day, hour after hour, fax, phone, computer, paperwork, and it was just draining me because it had no impact on anyone's life. And I thought all the time, I know that I'm meant for more. I know that I'm meant to do more with my life. I want what I do to count and make a difference in someone else's life. And this was never going to become that. I thought about that all the time. The other huge downside for both our businesses is that as hard as we worked, there was no residual income being created. I mean, simple concept, but as long as my husband did tax returns, his clients would pay him. As long as I did pre-employment screening, my clients would pay me. But at the day that we stopped doing either of those is the day our clients would stop writing us checks. And the older we got, the more the reality was we're going to have to be able to do these things every single day of our lives. There's no end to it, and I did not like that. But I could not figure out what else I was going to do, because I just want to be sure I stay on track here, because you all know that I will just talk about all kinds of things if I don't keep my notes here. But, and so I'm going to skip over my decision process of how I actually decided, but it is the best decision I ever made. When I began, even though I was committed and I saw the potential, I saw what this opportunity had to offer, I still was thinking, oh my word, I'm going to enter this world of weird salespeople. Some of you have heard me say that I was not one bit interested when people talked about the trips you can earn. I thought, a trip? And then I'm going to be out there with these salespeople? Why do I want to go on a trip with these weird people? And I thought, but the idea of earning an income so I can choose to go on a vacation all by myself with my family and loved ones sounds great, but not one of these Arbonne trips. Can you imagine? I've earned, 9 Arbonne trips and absolutely love them, because side by side are all of these people who I wish were my next door neighbors, who I wish were in church for me, who I wish were just surrounding me in life, and have made so many great friends on these trips. Because what I found when I thought I was entering this Weirdsville world was that I was entering a world with no salespeople, no pushy salespeople, nothing like that. There's no professional sales training in Arbonne. In fact, we always say, don't turn weird when you get an Arbonne ID. Continue to be yourself. And that's the world I stepped into, was ordinary men and women who had taken hold of an extraordinary opportunity and saw what they could create for their families. And I am so very grateful for all that has come from that, because I said yes to this business 10 years ago. Then 4 years later, Connolly had the opportunity to have this in front of her, not presented to her by me, but by our mutual friend. And then several years later, an awesome new friend in our lives, Jeanette, was able to have this presented to her and take hold of it, and is really creating some amazing changes for her family. And Jeanette's going to come up now and share just a little bit of her story with you, and then I'm going to come up and finish up. That's right there. All right, Jeanette, see the clicker guy with me. We are so proud of you, Jeanette.
Well, I just want to. Thank you. I'm actually kind of nervous because my husband's back here. This is the first time. I'm serious. This is the first time I think he's ever heard me share and to tell my why. So I hope I don't get emotional up here. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeanette Stoneman, and I'm a new area manager with Arbonne. Well, my Arbonne story began 6 years ago through product, just like Dina with the skincare. At the time, I really didn't see a business opportunity attached to it. It was offered to me, but I think it just wasn't the right time, and my belief wasn't there yet. And I so wish that I did take the time then. So let's fast forward, though, to about 2 years ago. This is what I actually started my Arbonne journey, was 2 years ago. And I didn't go looking for it because I was super busy. So I'm a mom to 4 kids. We have one turning 10 this month, and they range in age all the way down to 5. And on top of that, I'm a personal trainer. I'm a fitness instructor. I'm a group fitness manager at Gold. I also work nights at a restaurant, and I do Arbonne. So I am the poster child for someone that couldn't possibly have any more time in their day, but I see something really amazing in Arbonne, or I would not put my time in it. So if we go back just a little bit more, my background is restaurant. I've been in the restaurant industry since I was 16. I started managing a restaurant at the age of 24 and started general managing a restaurant at the age of 25. Has anyone ever heard of the Melting Pot? Yes. That's where I began. So at the age of 26, I started I was a proprietor of one in Charlottesville on 5th and Water, and I thought that was going to be my life. I had this big dream. Jeanette's going to be an entrepreneur, and she's going to be a partner here, and then I'm going to silently own about 10 of them and just get profit checks every month. Like, that was my dream. But then I had a baby, and that quickly changed, because the minute I looked at Ella, my whole life changed, and it all became about her. So I worked there for about 8 more months, and then I quit and spent my time with her. And I went back to waiting tables. And I know it's like taking a step back, but I got time freedom. I got to go out. And then lo and behold, I'm managing again. And I was happy. But all I knew in life was that I just wanted to make people happy, and I like to be surrounded by people. And during that journey, I also became a fitness instructor. I became a personal trainer because my heart was just serving, just like Dina. There's something inside of us that feels like we're called to do something more. And I know that I was never going to achieve that in the restaurant world. So the fitness world is where I got that. And I even contemplated going back to nursing school. Tyler knows that, but with 4 kids, it just wasn't doable. And I wouldn't be able to really live my dream doing that because I wanted freedom. The freedom to be able to stay home with my kids and have choices in life. And I did have the freedom to volunteer at schools and do all those things. But I wanted something more. And Connolly, where's Connolly? I saw Connolly a couple years. I've known Connolly, but just here and there over the course of the years. And I ran into her at a party, an Arbonne party that one of my group fitness managers ran. And something inside of me resonated that day because I had heard Arbonne before, had been using the products. I was like, you know what? This could be the answer to something. And Connolly asked me to look at the business then, and I still wasn't ready. And I said, follow up with me. And she did. At a preschool drop-off, Connolly asked me, hey, Jeanette, do you want to grab coffee? Whoa, that wasn't me. And I said, that's you. I might have buzzed on it. I'll lay it right here. But she asked me for coffee. And guys, I was so hesitant because just like Dina, I didn't want to be that weird person. And I hear a lot of us say that all the time. Like, I didn't want to be the weird sales girl that everybody was coming up to going, oh my gosh, do not make eye contact with Jeanette because she's going to try to give you a texture kit, or she's going to ask you to host a party. So I was petrified. I had all these fears and hesitations. But the only thing I remember Connolly telling me in her kitchen, she looked at me and said, but Jeanette, what if it works? Like, what if this is the thing? Like, what do you have to lose? And I really thought about it, and I went home to my husband, my loving husband back there, and Tyler looked at me and was like, babe, you can do anything. Like, he did. And this business has really helped me dream. I never really dreamed before. I was very optimistic. Like, I always looked at the glass as more than half full. But I never dreamed. And about a month ago, I'm going to share something private with you, but I had never asked my husband before, what is your one dream? Like, if you had all the money in the world and you could help somebody, like, what would it be? And he looked at me and he said, do you remember what you said, honey? He would love to build homes, but he would love to donate or pay off mortgages for people that really struggle, like people that, just can't catch up and that really need something. Like, his vision or his dream would be to pay that off anonymously. And I thought to myself, I would never have ever dreamed that could be possible working at the restaurant or doing my personal training and doing all those things, but to help him with his dream. And I knew that Arbonne would be the only answer that could ever help me do that. And I never ever dreamed or thought that that could ever be possible. But because of this business, it has been. So this business, since I've started it, has been rewarding in so many ways. The leadership in it, I have changed so much as a person. Just the people that I've met along the way in the journey, and just the belief in myself. Like, I never really believed that this lipstick business could be what it is. It's just disguised as that, guys. It's so much more than that. This business truly helps families dream again and gives them choices in life. Like, I know this business in the future is going to allow me to help my husband build his dream. It's going to help us retire early so that we can travel the world and, give our children options where we can pay for their college degrees and, and just so much more. And it's going to give me the opportunity to share this business with so many others that are looking for something different and something that hasn't been taught to us. So that's pretty much my Arbonne story. And I'm going to jump straight into the business, right? Is that where we're going next? Okay. So as we jump into the business, for all of our guests that are here, first, I just want to thank you for coming. But second, I want you to just know that there is something special about you. That was why you're invited tonight. Because we see something, a spark in you that we just know that needs to be ignited. And so as we go through the opportunity presentation, I just ask that you have an open heart and an open mind. And if you feel a little tug inside of you, I just ask that you listen to that little tug and then ask questions a little bit later. And then put the earmuffs on when you get home, okay? And that's all. All right, so do I have a clicker? Is that what this is? Oh my goodness, this is fancy. Okay, which button do I click?
The one that points to the right.
This one? Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Technology. Woo. All right. So discover Arbonne. What I love about this slide is that this business is for anyone. You can be a male, you can be a female, young, old. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You can have no college education, some college education. It doesn't matter. This business is for anyone, and it pretty much starts with you, as you can see. And the other great thing I love is that these men. Is there Ian Pritchard on here? Is that him on the right? I stood behind him at Starbucks. I am not starstruck, guys, but at our GTC, when he was in front of me, I was like, hello, Ian. I just want to take a picture with you. But I didn't have my camera. I was like, what? My phone wasn't with me, but he's awesome. All right, flipping. So the Arbonne story, I have some little notes so I can pay attention up this way. All right, so we are a 36-year-old company. What I love about us being a 36-year-old company is that we know what we're doing. We are direct sales, of course, but our company has been around for 36 years, so we, I feel, are like above everyone else that are just coming out. So we have a lot of years experience. Cutting edge research and development, which I think is so important. Those of you that have seen our catalogs, I know all of our consultants have, but those that are new and haven't, if you ever look through our catalog, every single person in there are consultants because we spend so much money in our research and development. Generous compensation plan, which Dina will go over a little bit later. A global opportunity. So this is the most amazing thing about our business. I'm going to touch on it for just a second, but we are all over the world. So all it takes is one person. So if I know one person in Australia and send that person a sample packet and they decide to do the business, you just went global, international, just by being based here in Richmond, Virginia. Your business can become willable. Booyah. So my business is now willable to Tyler. So Tyler, if anything happens to me, babe, guess what? 2 generations. Did you know that? You just learned something new today. So I don't think he even knew that. We have an amazing home office, which I think is super important. So when I have a problem or if I got to return something or not return, but whatever it is, yes, return, things like that, I have a home office that I can call, and they are very quick to help you and get you the tools that you need and direct you. And they can even log in from their computer onto yours to see what's going on if you're having problems putting in orders or anything like that. And then we have a state-of-the-art distribution center. So the beautiful thing about Arbonne, guys, is when you sell product, it doesn't come from the consultant themselves. It gets shipped from the warehouse directly to the client that is purchasing, which I think is amazing. Don't you guys like my little handy dandy notes? Okay, the Arbonne product advantage. So what sets us apart? Our products are plant-based. They take the best of science and nature. So I love that Arbonne's products are botanical. Because I'm in the fitness industry, I constantly coach people on how to eat clean and do all these great things. And before I had found Arbonne, I really didn't understand the importance of that, but now I do. And so I am so proud of my company for taking so much pride in pure, safe, and beneficial products. We're pH correct. We are vegan certified, which is an extremely hard certification to get. I know we have a lot of animal lovers in here, and I don't want to put any nasty thoughts in your mind, but a lot of our products have a lot of animal byproduct in them, so it's a fun thing you can research on Google later. Never tested on animals. Swiss heritage. Before I joined Arbonne, I never really understood what Swiss heritage meant, but it just means the best of the best. So you know how all of our great chocolates and timepieces come from Switzerland? So does the skincare. So when you hear Swiss, just know it's amazing. We also go by the EU. That stands for European Union. It's the strictest grading scales. For our guest here, can you just raise your hand for me? Yay! Okay, just spit a number out. How many chemicals do you think that we ban here in the U.S.? In products. Just take a guess. Someone, I guess, shout out a number.
Any number.
Any number, yes.
1,000.
You think we ban 1,000? Good. Okay, anyone else?
1,500.
1,500. Okay, so the Americans, we ban 14. And the EU, they ban 1,400. So that's how strict Arbonne is with the product, with the ingredients that go into our products. We're dermatologist tested, which I think is very important. Oh, I'm going back. Okay, so this is one of my favorite slides here. So this is what sets us apart from everybody. These are the things that we are formulated without. And I'm going to put a little plug in that most of your products, about 90% of your products, have something of this in it, okay? So we are petroleum free. That's a byproduct of gasoline, guys. Mineral oil is as well. Before I did Arbonne, I thought that was an awesome word. Mineral and oil, don't they sound great? But it's a byproduct of gasoline and petroleum, and it's just a cheap filler. And it's cheaper for those companies to sell it as a filler than it is to dispose of it. We are also formaldehyde free. That is a preservative that is added to products, and it's in lots of your products, hence why you can keep some of your products under your sink for years and years and years and still use them. We are formulated without dyes and fragrances. Before I did Arbonne, I did not know this. All those great smelling lotions and hand soaps, those 3 for $10s, I'm not going to name the names, but you know who they are. The reason why they smell good is because if they didn't add fragrance to them, we wouldn't want to buy it. So the other thing that I learned too from Miss beautiful Amber back there, and I loved how you presented it, so I'm going to steal this from her, but the talc. Those of us that were here heard the amazing thing about talc. So talc, have you guys heard the word rendering plant for our guest? Oh, what is it?
Tallow.
Tallow. Tallow. I was thinking talc. Yeah,
We
tallow.
don't have talc either.
Yes, tallow, but we are familiar without talc as well, but tallow. Okay, so rendering plant, that sounds like a big fancy word and it sounds amazing. I know when I heard rendering plant, I'm like, yeah, it's plant-based, it's rendering, it's something plant, right? But no, a rendering plant is a facility. So the plant is the facility, and the reason why it's a rendering plant, so, these are things that we never think about, but all the euthanized animals, the oil, for the restaurants they cook and they put it in barrels in the back. I'm in the restaurant world, so I know. But the leftover oil, we tube it in these huge canisters and dump it back there. But all of those things that we don't think about, those go somewhere. They go to rendering plants. And then what they do is those things get boiled down, and they skim the top. This is what Amber did. They skim the top, and then they put it in soaps. So all these years that I've been bathing my children, up until I started Arbonizing my home, I thought they'd be filthy sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that bathtub looks yucky. But that is the tallow and not dirt. Isn't that kind of icky when you really think about it? But the FDA, what do they say, Amber? The FDA says that it's natural. It's all natural. So that's a scary thing. Because I love our nutrition, and Amy's going to be going over that a little later, but we have no artificial sweeteners, no colors, and no flavors, which I think is very important because we pride ourselves on the Cold Clean Eat program. So if we're doing clean eating, we want to make sure that we eliminate all those things in that. Okay, so we have a wide range of consumable products. That was the number one thing that I loved about Arbonne when I first started, was that it wasn't just skincare. We have so much. So if you have skin and hair, we have something for you. And I think all of us have skin and hair in here, right? Yeah. So we have men's skincare. The nutrition is amazing. That is the one thing that I really, really love to share. We have sun care, makeup, bath and body, and then of course stuff for your hair. So a little bit of everything. So the RE9 Advanced Clinical Results. The reason why I started using Arbonne was because at the time I was a skincare junkie. So I know there's got to be some gals in this room that know some good leather and they love their handbags. I knew good skincare. So when Brittany handed me a sample packet and I literally had touched it, I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so amazing. I have to get it. And I was hooked ever since. So we do have some clinical studies, and these are all done outside of Arbonne. They're not studies done by Arbonne. And we rank #1, especially when it comes to our day cream with SPF 20, the serum, which is the bomb. It makes us have that glow. Most Arbonne girls have the glow, and it's from the serum. And then, of course, the eye cream. #1 department store brand, and it's the leading MLM brand as well. Love my Arbonne. The Genius Ultra. It's much more than just that. No, just kidding. It's, that is an amazing tool, which I'm not going to steal a thunder from Connolly, but she's going to actually go over that with you in detail. Love it. 30 days to healthy living. So this is my baby. This is what I recommend to all of my clients that I personally train. I think it's phenomenal, and Amy's going over this tonight, right?
Jesse now, but
Jesse, okay, because I didn't think I saw it. Okay, well, Jesse's going to be going over the Clean Eat program with you, so I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but I'm just going to tell you my takeaways from it. If you haven't done it, I highly recommend doing it. This program is not just a 30-day diet thing. This truly changes lives. I have so many clients that have just learned so much. It's not just drinking a shake. It's truly giving people recipes to just change how they eat and just educate them. And I absolutely love it. And Jesse's going to share that with you. So the protein shake, it's 20 grams of high quality vegan protein. It creates an essential amino acid, 160 calories in 2 flavors, chocolate and vanilla. People constantly say, Jeanette, why don't we have like strawberry and all these others? And I go, well, because we don't do the artificial flavors. And that's the reason. But you know what? You can make your own shakes, and with the vanilla, you can pretty much create anything with the vanilla shake. And then we have the daily fiber boost. It's 12 grams of fiber. It's soluble. You just add it to your shakes. You can add it to water. You can add it to food. But Jesse will go into that too. Jesse's like, stop it. Just do it all. All right. And that pretty much wraps up my part. So I'm going to pass it on to Dina.
thank you,
Thank
Gina.
you.
You are dynamite, and I'm so thankful that you came back to Arbonne. And I'm going to transition into the traditional business model. As a consumer of products sold through the traditional way that we all recognize, going to the store, it's passed through all those little chains that you're seeing up there in the arrows, going from the manufacturer to the wholesaler to the warehouse to the sales force. There's advertising expense in there. And then we get to it in the stores, and that's why it costs what it does, because we're paying for every person who has touched that. So as the consumer, we're paying higher. As the owner, looking on the other side of traditional business, there is a high risk, there's overhead, there's payroll, there's employees. I can tell you from experience, we do not own our 2 businesses. They absolutely own us. Anyone else in here ever been self-employed? We have some freedom and flexibility, but not complete on those businesses. We're on a very short leash. It's really hard for us to both be away for more than half a day. Somebody's there answering the phone and covering on these businesses. But if you look at Arbonne's network marketing business model, then the first thing that you want to say, of course, is this one of those pyramids? If you're a guest, I just want to hit that head on, because that's exactly what I thought. I don't know why we get that in our heads. It's one of those, well, they said kind of things, and we have no idea who they are and where they got their information, like so many things. When you look at every other business out there, it's a pyramid. Think of maybe where you're working now, or think of any corporation, hospital, school system, name any office, any business you can think. They are all structured like a pyramid. You think that the owner of this, or the CEO, is up here at the top of that pyramid, and it's structured where those are the ones that are going to earn the most always. And the ones that are down here at the bottom of the pyramid have the least education, the least experience. And has anyone ever worked for their salary caps? They're capped there. Then maybe this education and experience makes a little more, but there's a cap there. And on it goes. It's designed very carefully by those at the top so that they make the most, and there are caps. And the chances of all these, 99% of the people under that top of ever being at the top are slim to none. But you never say, when someone says that they've taken a job at a hospital or at a school or at a bank, do we say, oh my goodness, you're going to work at one of those pyramid places? Oh my goodness. We don't say that, but that's exactly what they're doing. It's really kind of funny. When you look at Arbonne, it's absolutely the opposite. It's an inverted pyramid, a true network marketing business, because each person starts down there at that tip, at that bottom of that pyramid, and they have equal opportunity to take this business as high and deep as they want to. There is no glass ceiling, no caps anywhere along the way. It's the most moral form of compensation there is. And this is not just because I heard some Arbonne consultants say that and said, well, they said that. I have read and read and read, because like most people, entering this business, we might know something about the products. We might have kind of gotten a glimpse of what you could create with this. But we really don't know what network marketing is. And so it's up to each consultant to educate themselves. And I have read and read, third-party books, not Arbonne books, Business of the 21st Century, The 4-Year Career, many others that are written outside of Arbonne, written by men, and really taking apart network marketing. And you see what a brilliant, well thought out compensation plan it is, because it really does reward effort and no politics involved in it. So Arbonne stocks the products. We do not hold inventory. That's a huge plus. That's not true of all network marketing companies. Many are set up where you purchase the products first, and then it is on you to sell them. And that's why you hear many stories of people saying that they got stuck with all this inventory that they couldn't sell. But Arbonne is the one that holds the inventory. We don't have to have the products. They go straight to the client through us only on the system, not through our front porches and separating boxes and running them around and that nightmare. So we get to find people we enjoy being with. We mentor them to build their $1 million businesses right along with us. So there's other network marketing companies. Why Arbonne? Why now? There's 4 key factors that are crucial for success to build a network marketing business with the highest potential for residual income. And I have run into so many people through the years who have attempted to build network marketing businesses through companies that have maybe one of these factors, but are some not even have any. Arbonne has all 4 in a very strong way. The first one is that we have a consumable product. When you think about that, it won't take long for it to make sense, because the happy clients run out of their products and reorder all of our products. Well, now we have one that's not consumable. What is it? Genius Ultra. Okay, that one you're going to buy once. Every other 400-something Arbonne products are consumable. Most of them are used every single day. Happy clients use up their protein shake, then run out. They use up their mascara. They use up their eye cream. They get online and reorder, and these products are shipping straight to them. I would never put my time into a business where people did not have to reorder. It had just a lifetime guarantee, or just something like jewelry that's going to last for 20 and 30 years and look the same. The next is the marketplace demand, and that is every person, every age, men, women, babies, children, everyone. As Jeanette was saying, you have skin and hair, you can use these products. They all use products like this every day. I didn't just start brushing my teeth, using deodorant and washing my face and using shampoo when I started Arbonne. I was using those products, and when you go through and count how many products you use every day, by the time that you get through washing your face, putting on eye cream, day cream, mascara, makeup, the deodorant, toothpaste, all the hair products, and then, go in the kitchen and there's the protein shakes and the vitamins and the probiotics. Most of these products are like products that I was buying anyway. Now I'm simply shopping at my own store. So the marketplace demand, every person out there is a potential client because they're all using these types of products. And the demand for health wellness is not going anywhere but up. Yeah, and we have the nutrition line the nutrition line, yes, but we also have the phytosport before, during, after workout. So we have the health wellness covered, and that's only going to continue to be a greater demand. On the leveraging, when people are looking at how to create an additional stream of income, usually they're looking to find a way, like we were, to create residual income. I could have gone and gotten another job, just working more hours, and then that would have taken up even more of the little time that I had, and I would have been in the same boat as I already was, that as long as I keep working, income is coming in. If I stop, income stops. But in time leveraging, we simply find others who are looking for the same types of choices that we're looking to create. We teach them how to grow their business. We help their team grow their business. It is such a win-win. And then the last one, where it says internet-based business, that is really under the timing and trends factor, because top financial forecasters have said the next wave of millionaires will come from 2 places: the health wellness industry and network marketing. and Arbonne is both. And then we have this little skincare line over here and this little Genius Ultra that no one else has. So many people are looking for a way to be self-employed so that their financial security does not rest solely in the hands of someone else who can lay off, who can cut hours, who can cut bonuses, who cannot give a raise. And the trend toward the internet-based business is not going away. How many of you are doing like most of your Christmas shopping online? You know, do you drive to stores and look for parking places anymore if they have it online? Free shipping? So those are the 4 key factors, and you know, take a look at that because Arbonne has absolutely all 4 of those going for it. And then the global opportunity, as Jeanette was saying, we are already in Canada. We were in the US and Canada when I began. Since I began my business, all these other countries Arbonne has opened in: the UK, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, and last month, Taiwan. And even if you think, well, how does that help me? I don't know anyone in any other country, not these. You just continue to ask, who do you know? I'm looking to expand my business to Taiwan. Which one of those do you want to travel to? I'm going to travel to all of them. So I keep asking people all those, who do you know in, and listing them all. And if we keep asking enough, we're all, I believe, in 5 years, every consultant in this room who stays with it is going to have an international business. So it all starts with you. This is how you do it. It starts with you, with your desire, with your want for something to look different. That's it. And if you have that desire and you begin to share, we just continue to share the products and the business opportunities. So our network of preferred clients and other consultants whom we're helping to create the choices they want just continues to grow. The compensation, I just want to go over this very briefly. There's 4 promotions in Arbonne. You're going to see us recognize people tonight for getting to these first 2, which are, the first one is district manager. We show you how to reach district in your first 1 to 3 months, while the commission can range from $200 to $1,000, even at the consultant level before district. It's very common to have $500, $600 paychecks in a district on up to $1,000. So you can think, could that be a card payment for a car that needs replacing? Could that be, don't worry about it because there's a better car coming, but anyway, or it could be that too much month at the end of the money. The next promotion is area, and the commission ranges from $1,000 to $3,500 a month. That, for many people, replaces a part-time or even a full-time income. Definitely opens up some more choices. For the sake of time, I'm not going to try to keep them, but think in your own mind what it would do to your budget if you had an extra, even in the middle in there, $2,000, $2,500 a month pumping into your income each month. And that is where the business is willable. So it's in my will. It's your ID number that you will. So that is in my will. If anything happens to me, then my family does have my ID number and continues to receive checks for 2 generations. I would, for the sake of time, I won't just ask to go around the room and see who all has a plan like that. But I know that if my husband's business, if something happened to him, I guarantee you his accounting clients are not going to be writing me checks for 2 generations. They're not going to write a check the next month. So the next level is regional vice president, and that is a range of $3,500 to $16,000 a month. And this is where Arbonne puts the car bonus into your paycheck once you have bought or leased a white Mercedes. With the product philosophy being pure, safe, beneficial, they chose the pure white, safe Mercedes for the company car. And at this level, they put an extra $800 in your check to pay for that. At the next level, the top level is national vice president, where the monthly income average is $22,000. The car bonus goes up to $1,000. That's just the average. There are many that we know personally who earn double and triple and quadruple that. It is not limited. You can continue to grow, and it goes by you getting yourself to district, helping the next person get to district, helping your team get to district and area and region, and you all grow together. So with it being, I'm going to skip that one to speed up here, what holds people back? I could have had all of these. I did have all of these that you're seeing, and one more. If you were listening, what was the other one that I said? I won't quiz you. I didn't want to sell. You know, it was like, no, sales. And what I honestly tell people when they say, I don't want to sell, I would not be a good salesperson, I say in all sincerity, that is almost a requirement. You will be better in this business if you're not a salesperson. And those who come in with a lot of professional sales training have to unlearn that and learn not to talk like that, because no one wants to have that sales talk. You see it, you hear it, and it shuts most people down. And I was so grateful that Arbonne didn't offer professional sales training, didn't hand me a script. I would not have made it, 2 days if I had seen a sales script. But some of these other ones, everyone comes to the table with some set of fears. This is new. This is change. For most of us, certainly for me, it was absolutely thinking outside the box. Time is one that I often hear, I would never have time for this. Well, only busy people ever start this. Busy people know how to get a lot of things done. I was busy. You heard Jeanette's list. I don't know that I can compete with that. I had one job, though, one business, and since I was the one everything for it, I really did work many times, 12-hour days just in that one alone. Certainly did not have time to add a cute little hobby into my life, but I found I could suddenly make time for an opportunity that was going to do for our family what this one did, and allow me to share this with others. Money is often an objection. I wouldn't have the money to be able to start. And they've really not even looked at that if they're saying that, because many companies do require a startup investment to buy $5,000 worth of clothes. Anyone know which one I'm talking about? That you now own these clothes and you have to sell them, or another huge chunk of change in purchasing minimum orders. With Arbonne, it's $79 to register as a consultant, and while there are recommended products that you need to know, you need to use a skincare and fall in love with one of the skincare lines, and certainly begin to explore our nutrition lines. You can have personal stories to tell, but we can work with anyone's budget. I don't know enough people. If you know one person, that is enough, because if you think that it's going to be built through your friends and family circle, everyone's going to run out of that. Some people will run out of it in a day, some in a week, some in a month, but that ends. So we can't look to just the few people that we do know, even if that's 50 or 100, to be all we're ever going to talk with. There's not a person in this room who I knew before I began my business, and every one of those who are awesome consultants on my team, awesome friends in my life today, I met through someone in this business, and cannot imagine the last 10 years of my life without you all. So if you're looking for something different, the only way you're going to get past some of these fears is just by stepping out and going for it. I know when you hear, information like this, it's easy to think, all right, there is a catch in here somewhere, because I can't find anything wrong with this. The products sound amazing. The opportunity sounds amazing. The thought of unlimited residual income sounds amazing. There's got to be a catch. And I would encourage you go dig deep and look for it. I did. I was surrounded by a lot of small thinking negative people, and I was kind of a realist myself, I was a hardcore realist skeptic myself, so I went looking for that catch, and I found it, and it's that you work. That's the thing, network marketing. This business is not supposed to work for us. We go to work for our business, and then it works. So closing with, just encourage you to dream big. We're all where we are today because of choices that we made yesterday. And I encourage you to just ask yourself, if you are a guest taking a look at this, to just say, if I keep doing only what I'm doing, where am I going to be in 5 years? And I took a look at that. It was something I was already asking myself before this opportunity was ever presented to me. I thought about it all the time. If one of us doesn't do something different, we're going to be right here in the same place next year, and next year. So I said yes to the risk, yes to the dreams that were beginning to wake up inside of me 10 years ago, and it has been absolutely life-changing. And I love that I get to spend my life not only sharing products that I believe in, because I could not do this business if it weren't for the integrity of these products and the results that they get. But to see the lives that are changed and to see the hope that wakes up in others when they realize there's another way. So I just encourage you all to take a good look at this. And that concludes our opportunity part. And Connolly is going to come up with me. And now we're going to get to recognize consultants that have promoted to, do I need Ginger's to the next levels. And we're going to start with those who are in qualification for district manager.
Yes. Sorry, I was just okay, so in qualification for district manager, our first promotion, we have Jessica. I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest. We forgot to print our sheet, and I don't know. Pronounce your last name.
Hohenwater.
Hohenwater.
The flowers are still in the back.
You got to get your flowers.
Come up here, Jessica. Connolly, keep calling them.
And Allie Moog. And then we have Alicia. Come on up. Are they here? No? Okay, so you're getting, yay, here we go. Congrats, ladies. So you girls are going to get your flower.
I was going to get water for the face.
Well, that's okay.
So anyway,
Put some water
put them in the water.
Yeah.
There you are. Take the flower. Congrats to both of you, Alicia and Jessica.
And we can't wait to congratulate you guys next month as new DMs. So, congrats. Okay, and now our new district managers. And so when you are called, we're going to just start and we're going to do one at a time. And so when you come up, you'll get recognized and they'll each share just a smidge about their Arbonne story. So, new district manager Brittany Allen, sponsored by Nicole Leo. And Nicole and Jeanette, feel free to come up too, because we're gonna gift you.
Thank you. Congrats, Brittany. Very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
And you
Someone
know,
taking a picture of
yeah,
you
let's
for
get a
Facebook?
pic of the team.
Let me grab my phone.
I'm gonna get on there too. But I want to say that it's just been so fun to watch your journey, girlfriend. As a former, in the school system, she's still in there. I got out, but it's just no. You're doing good things. That's all I say. It's awesome how both things.
This way. You want to hear them all?
Yeah, no matter.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
And then you
Jessica.
get your.
I mean, key.
Hold on one second. So we're gonna get. Did you girls have your gifts up? Yeah. So the cool thing about Arbonne is you get recognized and gifted, which I didn't think I cared about until I started getting gifted. I'm like, I love this. So and then I have a little. I have a book for you too. And here it is. Here it is.
Thank you, guys.
So tell us a little. Just share like a little bit about your Arbonne why.
Okay. So mine's kind of different, I guess, than what you've heard before. I actually started a year ago. I'm a speech therapist. I work in Henrico County Schools, and I also started about the same time a year ago, also PRN at Henrico Doctors Hospital. So very busy, doing a lot of different things. I also at the same time got engaged. So when I started this business, I had a different last name. Came back, got married in August. So I was kind of doing the business for a year. Doing the business. And then once I came back and got married, I kind of jumped in again. And so that was in August. And I kind of got with them. You all both just pushing me the whole way because, there's times where you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm doing it, but not, promoting like everyone else. Or, there's always some reason why I wasn't promoting. But you really do work your business. And once you do what they've all been telling me to do, it does work. So just stick with it because they all have been there for me, and I've met so many wonderful people, and so thanks.
Say a quick word.
Yes, a quick word. So I just want to say, come in here too, because I know Nicole probably wants to say something, but I just want to say how stinking proud of you I am. Because, everyone's journey is so different, Brittany, but you stuck in it and you listened and you just went outside your comfort zone, which is really hard because we got to get uncomfortable sometimes to grow, right? And so I just want to thank you for jumping in and believing in yourself. So, I'm proud of you, girl. I'm so proud of you.
I mean, Jeanette said it. I'm just glad that you stuck with it and that you're part of my team, and so happy that you finally Oh, finally got what you wanted.
Thank you. Hey, and real quick, you get a few more gifts. So Nicole, as your sponsor, you get the charm for your bracelet, and your bracelet's on the way. So when you become a new district manager, you get a bracelet, and then when you promote district managers, you get your charm. So congrats.
Thanks.
Okay, we have another new district manager, Miss Ray Spittle. So come on up, Ray. And team, yes, congrats.
Takes the team.
It takes a team.
There's the
Thank
family
you.
up here. Congrats, Ray, Maggie, and Rachel.
So Ray, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about your Arbonne story?
Okay, well, Maggie introduced me to Arbonne back in May, and that's when I met Rachel too. And I was in public accounting. I knew I was going to be switching jobs. It just wasn't the right time. I kind of, like she said, I wanted to be able to give it my all when I jumped in. So, in the meantime, try a product, I'll support you. And then I think a week later I was buying more stuff because I liked it already. So just have all my money while I'm in the process of switching jobs. And then I switched back in October, and I went from a job where I saw different clients every day. I was constantly at a new location to where I might see like 3 people in a day. So that was hard for me because I was used to always seeing people and just chatting. So this was a good opportunity for me to be able to use Arbonne to really reach out to people and get a whole new group of friends and just use some of my creative side.
Awesome. That is so exciting.
Congrats,
Well,
Ray.
of course, we're gifting you.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to speak up here?
I'll say something. Ray actually was my first preferred client, and then she was my first reorder. And Ray likes to do things. She's very organized, very self-sufficient. She does things when Ray wants to do them. So I was put the idea in her head multiple times. Well, Ray, you could really do this and be good at it. But then I woke up to a text one morning. She goes, "Okay, so I'm doing this now. This is what we're doing. This is
We're gonna do this date."
So I said, "Okay," and she's done it all. Really, she has done it all by herself. She has showed me some new things in Arbonne and reached out, and she has an amazing support group already. So just can't wait to see where you go.
Awesome.
And I, of course, have
I
to
know.
say-
Rachel. Yeah.
Well, as the triple great granny over here, I am just so proud of Maggie because Maggie graduated from her master's this year, started her first teaching job. Ray was at Maggie's launch. We had so much fun. It was great. And I remember Ray came in her Pure Barre top, and I said to Maggie, I was like, that Ray is really, there's something awesome about her. I just love her. She's a spark. And so it's just been so exciting to watch you guys work as a partnership and as a team and really lean on each other and let me help. And I'm just so proud of you, Ray. She got started, this is your 2nd month. And so just eye on the prize and so coachable and just so easy to work with and fun to work with like Megan. So congratulations on your first of many promotions.
Great.
Congrats.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta keep Facebook happy here.
And me in black.
Great. Congrats.
You get a charm for your bracelet out. And Ray, your bracelet's on the way, girl.
And one more, Abby McCammon, sponsored by Jesse Collier. There you go, Abby. Congrats. So proud of you. And I know Jesse wants to say a couple of words here. Is somebody, are you getting a picture? Is somebody not yet? Oh, yeah.
We love it.
Cool.
Well, before
Okay.
Jesse talks,
Do I
you
talk
have
about
to
it?
get to know
Go
first,
ahead,
she
girl.
might not get a word in if you start. Okay.
Well, my name's Abby, for you guys that don't know me. I am a mom of 3 kids. They are 9, 7, and 5, so I'm extremely busy with them. I work night shift, so I don't sleep much. You ever noticed? You've seen posts of mine that I never sleep. But so I was a very busy person, and Jesse was talking to me about Arbonne. I was like, yeah, that's your thing. Do your thing. That's fine. And then one day I said, I tried the skincare and I was like, oh, this is really nice. And then 2 days later, I was like, that's it, I'm doing it, I'm in. So, you know, to be honest, when I started Arbonne, it was for the products, right? Get a better discount, why not? And then it so rapidly grew. It went to then, okay, I can see how this can give me options. Maybe I could get off nights. Maybe I could sleep in the bed with my husband instead of trading beds. Like, that could be a cool, you know, what an idea, right? So now I see how it's given us these options, and we're making changes. And you know, for me, district manager is awesome, and I'm so excited. But it's just a step, right? It's a step in the future, and I can't wait to continue growing with Arbonne and seeing where it can take me, and you know, whether it goes alongside nursing or changes, I don't know. But I'm excited to see the future, and I just have to say that for me, the products are great. Of course, the money's great, right? The choices are great, but for me, I have gained such an awesome second family and friends, and just that builds you up in every area of your life. You know, I know that there are so many people in this room that if something was wrong, I could call and they would be there, and Jessie would be there that second if I needed her. And so I'm so thankful for that, and I'm so thankful for the support. So for you guys on our team, I really appreciate you, and thank you for supporting me and helping me get here.
Wow. When the GTC launch,
Yes.
you were like one of the first ones to register and
I
go,
mean,
so that really shows the commitment
Yeah,
on your
but
part.
a vacation and it's, babe, it's work. I mean, why would I not be there?
All right, now you can talk.
So it's obvious why I would ask Abby to join me in this business because I mean from day one when I met her at our kids' preschool, I was like, that is somebody that I want to get to know, that I want to be friends with, and why not? I mean, the beautiful thing about this business is that we get to do business with friends, and I am just so blessed to call you a sister in Christ, to call you one of my best friends, and to be doing life and business with you. So congratulations.
Everybody from the box on the way that there is your charm for
Thank you.
promoting Abby and
Thank
thanks.
Okay, and we have a new area manager. In case you missed it, Jeanette Stoneman, our new area manager. Congratulations, Miss Jeanette. I'm sorry, I have to hug my.
All right, well then I get a hug.
You get a hug too. Yes. So I'm so proud of you, Jeanette, because literally, of course, it's the same thing Jessie was just saying about Abby. Like, immediately you were someone who I knew. I had to have you in business. We had to become friends. And then it just worked that we did, right? And you don't stop learning. And that I love about you. And you believe in your team. Like, sometimes probably even more than you believed in yourself. But then you built that belief in yourself. The vision you have for others is just such a strength of yours, and it inspires me. I learn from it daily, and I'm just so proud we get to do life together, right? Like our kids are best friends. My son and Desi, they are secretly gonna get married one day. We get to do this through this business.
They do.
Arbonne.
They ride around in our little Mustang. It's like the little car thing, and he'll like literally ride her around. Like,
And I mean, how cool is that? That like we have gotten to become that great of friends through also building these businesses. So commending you. I'm gonna pick.
I'm getting emotional.
But
I
you
don't
got
know
to
why.
scoot
I'm like,
over
why
because
do
there's
I
a
get
weird stripe
teary-eyed?
here. So, I need where my heels to stand by car. Here we go.
So congratulations.
Congrats,
Jess.
and you maybe just want to say a few words.
Okay. Well, I want to thank Connolly because, I mean, and Dina, both of you guys are such great leaders that it really pours into us being better leaders. And, you know, just this journey. It's been a long journey. Those of you that have known me, I have been involved half of my Arbonne career, you know, and those of you that are in the room that are already consultants, I just want to tell you to keep pushing because it's always just around the corner. Like, make this a 5-year plan. And my husband back there who's videoing, I'm going to get teary-eyed. I'm going to take a little break because he knows I hate crying. I do not cry.
We don't do that, Jeanette. No, just kidding. You're in Arbonne, you can cry.
But I just want to thank him because in these 2 years, if we have 4 kids, he always was my #1 cheerleader. Like when I wanted to give up, not that I wanted to give up, but when I was just like, this is hard, I don't think I can do this. He's like, babe, I got it. Here's a party. You're gonna go to a party. You're gonna do awesome because you're made for this, and you can do anything, honey. Like I just believe in you, and just knowing that he was my best friend. Conley was my best friend through this too, but he was my support. And to have 4 kids, never did he complain that he had to put dinner on the table for 4 kids, put 4 kids to bed. Never once complained about it. He just did it. And when I came home from a party, he would be like, babe, how was it? He, it's not like she just walked the door like, oh God, I had to put 4 kids to bed, and this was so much work on me. So just know, guys, that you have support. You have all of us. Don't give up. Just keep pushing, because trust me, I always felt like I'd be like, Connolly, why aren't I in an area yet? And she's like, babe, it's right there. Just keep pushing, keep doing your things. And when I would take a look at my business, sometimes I would see a crack in my belief. Whether it was belief in myself or and I had so much belief, and I have so much belief in my team. Like I cannot wait, girls, to see you guys come up here. Like I look forward to that more than me speaking here and me being and celebrating GTC. Like when I envision going on trips, I envision laying on that beach with you guys, like my team, you were my girls. And so that's all I really have to share is just keep pushing and believe that this business works, guys. It's something that hasn't been taught to us, but it truly works. And we're all givers, like we're all believers, and none of us here are weird salespeople. We love people, and that's all it takes is a big loving heart to be successful. That's all.
Thanks.
Yes. I come here for the present.
Yeah, right. Isn't it obvious? It's all she cares about. Yes, okay, so now is our district manager bonus. So I love in Arbonne that you can earn bonuses. That rocked my world, because as a teacher, the only bonus you got was being thrown on another committee, right? So our district manager bonus is when you're at that level, basically it's doing double in your whole district. So that includes you and your team in that district doing double the amount that's required to maintain your district. And it's also sponsoring within your district 5 new preferred clients or consultants. So our district manager, you get $200 from Arbonne, and Dina and I give you a $5 Starbucks gift card. So get your, what is peppermint mocha?
That's right.
So
Chestnut Prelude is mine.
you want to go ahead and read yours?
All right.
Mine's over.
Amber Fry.
Yeah.
Fran Babishek. Yay. Anna Nice. Congrats. Sister Act. Both got it. And Jessie Collier. So congrats to all 4 of you.
And I have Amber Lillystrom in New Hampshire has earned her district manager bonus as well.
All right, Rick.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, then as many of you know, but guess what not, we recognize for something that we call the perfect brick. And that is, we talk about building a solid business. It's like 1 brick at a time, laying a stable foundation. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. It's that solid foundation that's built by having 2,500 of your own sales, like not your team out there, but yourself, so that you're always working your own business. Having 2,500 and 5 new preferred clients or consultants in a month, you've just laid another brick, and that's solid because those 5 new preferred clients or consultants, they're going to reorder for years to come. So we recognize for that. It's not something you see on the Arbonne website, but we recognize for it with yet another $5 Starbucks card, and of course your business is growing. That's the real reward for that. So our perfect bricks.
Yep. Ray. Jessica. Lauren Southward. Jeanette. And Ronnie. Great.
All right, you're delivering these, Abby McCammon. Conley made me wean her off a Starbucks card for everything, so now our deal is you get one if you earn any of those. So there's your Starbucks card, because of course
It feels exciting to earn a Starbucks
Yes,
card even now.
you never get tired
Yeah.
of those. So congrats,
And
Con,
then-
with your area bonus and all kinds of other things.
And then we also have halfway to regional vice president qualifications, Jessie Collier and team Rachel Canfield.
And we, as in all Hope dealers, are, as always, the halfway to nation qualification and way above that. We keep getting so very close, and I thought about bringing that horrid garment that some of you have seen tonight. Since I was in jumpsuit, yes, sweatshirt, jumpsuit, because it's what I used to work in, because I saw no one, so it really didn't matter how I looked. And I thought, no, you don't get to see that just for no reason. When we are in qualifications for nation, I'll put it on. So how about December would be a great month to go in qualification and get to finish in the new year. So I think we can do that over the years. So let's the jumpsuit roll here.
Okay.
And now, do we sit down?
You got it. I'm going to stay
All
up.
right, I sit down.
You may sit. Okay, so I just want to tell you about a quick few little things here. So, yeah, do you want to do it now actually
Okay,
while you're up?
yeah.
Okay, so GTC is our global training conference. It's in April. And those who have registered since the last meeting did not get their bracelets yet, so put your hand up.
Ginger.
Great. Awesome. I did not know that. Anna, I'm so excited. that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going.
Okay.
Oh, there's more?
Maggie. Oh, I'm learning some
Yes.
things here. Carolyn. Oh, could you register, but we're not
Bracelets.
here. Okay.
Here you go. Okay, so this is an amazing conference, and I just want to say, I just got the memo. There's like 250 seats left.
200.
200? Okay, see, Maggie, you were one of those 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I highly recommend, if you are going to GTC, when we leave our meeting tonight, I would register because they're going to go. So it's an exciting conference. And I also want to tell you guys about the Strong Start program. So this is a great incentive Arbonne gives new consultants. So basically you're being rewarded for getting to work right away. And the way that the program works is within your first 2 months when you promote to district manager, you sponsor 3 new consultants who all do at least a 150 order, so that can actually happen within the first 3 months of your business. You promote to district manager and you sponsor the 3 new consultants. You graduate from the program, and what you earn is the Arbonne tote bag. If you have it, you know what I'm going to say, hold it up if you have it. I was like, what? Nobody has it.
It's new now, though.
Oh, you're right. They changed it, so we'll have to wait for that one, the updated bag. The Arbonne key necklace you also get, which Ginger has on. And then you get the full RE9 set, which is a $700 product. I mean, no. That's a retail value of over $400, so that's awesome. And then you get the $700 product voucher as well. So isn't that cool? $700 just drops in your account, you get to go shopping. And this month we had a Strong Start graduate, Miss Bronwyn Otten. So congrats to Bronwyn. So if you're brand new or you're thinking about getting started, just remember to ask your consultant who sponsors you, tell me about Strong Start again, because I know I shared a lot, but it's an amazing program. And then this month is super special. December in Arbonne is when Arbonne releases their AIT or Arbonne incentive trip. Did you guys see where we're going?
Yes.
Can you tell us if you saw it? Mexico! Yeah, Mexico, which I love Mexico. It's like one of my favorite places to travel. The beaches are so pretty. So this month you get double volume. So whatever volume you do sales-wise, if you, within your central district, make sure you register for the trip, and all of that gets doubled toward earning the trip. So I really encourage you to just check it out. If you're brand new, you can earn it too. You actually can, which is so cool, by getting started and just working our system. And we cannot wait to be on the beach with so many more of you. Dina and I just returned from the last trip. It was amazing, and it was such a gift to be able to offer that to my husband, and I felt so proud that he got to see, you know, all of the Arbonne culture. So think about your why that drives you in your business. It's going to drive you to earn the trip as well. And let me see. Oh, and then lastly, I just want to share a little bit about the Genius Ultra. So do you have that before? Thank you, Judge. So the Genius Ultra tool, you saw Jeanette just share a little bit about it. But these are some, yeah, that's fine. We can do this before and after. So this is the tool, and basically it uses ultrasound technology, and there's 3 levels of warmth on it. So with the warmth and the ultrasound technology, and this is cutting edge, there really are no other products like this on the market. It helps your products go a bit deeper into your skin, because that's the whole point. So the deeper the products can get into your skin, the better your skin can react to them. And we have amazing products. So when we pair our amazing products with the Genius Ultra, which took 2 years to develop, by the way, so it's the real deal, we get these results. So this is, some of you guys know our leader, Deanna Heron. This is actually her husband's before and after, so I thought this was pretty amazing. You see his left eye and his right. And she put in the Facebook post that was actually only after a few uses. So this wasn't even like you've been using it for weeks. So we have 2 products that the Genius Ultra set comes with, which is the serum, the eye cream, and then until the 16th you get the free facial oil as well, and you get free shipping on the whole set. So this is a great time to purchase the Ultra and experience the results. It's a great gift. Oh, I was going to say that eye cream is incredible. So you really will see a difference. Like I think there was another before and after. You can do, yeah. So here's another one. And this is the set I was just sharing. Except you can add in that facial oil this month. And then there was one more here. This one's pretty wild, right? Oh yeah, thank you, Amber. That was a game changer with the lights going on. Yeah. So Genius Ultra, you're hearing a lot of buzz about it. You can flip them on now, thank you. You hear a lot of buzz about it. If you want to learn more on how to use it, demo it. If you're a guest tonight, like I know your consultant has it, and it's fun to demo on like one side and not the other, because after about 15 minutes, you see the difference. Okay, so next we're going to have Jessie come up and just share a little bit more on our clean eating program.
Do I do this and then close? Or
This and then we'll do raffles.
raffles? Okay. All right.
So, how many of you have done the 30-day clean eating program?
I'm in the middle of it.
You're what?
In the middle of it.
Nice.
I've lost 8 pounds.
So, how many of you set New Year's resolutions because it's coming? The New Year's coming, or know people who set New Year's resolutions, and how many of them typically it has to do with weight, and how long does it usually last?
A month.
If that, right? And that's the thing with this program, and this is actually one of the biggest months for sharing this program with people, because there are so many people out there who are setting their New Year's resolutions and they're dooming themselves for failure because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to go about making small changes to create a healthy lifestyle. And that's exactly what this program does. It spells it out so simply for people who have no idea that what they're doing to their body is slowly killing them. Because food can either be fuel or the slowest form of poison. And with all of these crazy chemical, like 3-syllable, 8-syllable words that you don't even know what they are, they're just make-believe chemical food things on the back of a box. People don't know how to read labels. And they look at the front of the bag and they say, okay, it says natural, and there's fruit in it, and there's added vitamins in it, but that doesn't mean anything. You have to learn how to turn it over and understand what it means, the back, what the ingredients are. When I started my business about 3.5 years ago, I was apprehensive about trying the protein shakes for a year because I like to chew my food. I was nervous, right? And so I can relate to people who are like, a protein shake for a meal? Like, I'm not going to chew anything? And it wasn't for, yeah, that's a annoying laugh. But once you do it, you realize, okay, yes, I am full. I feel amazing. And people set New Year's resolutions and set these goals about losing weight. It's not about the weight. People are looking for a feeling, and they think that losing that 5 pounds is going to get them that feeling. But if you're just starving yourself to lose that 5 pounds, that's why people fail. Because the number on the scale is not everything. It's how you feel. And so being able to learn how to make healthier choices so that you can feel great. I've helped people get rid of migraines that they've had the last 20 years. If you know people who are on blood pressure medication, on cholesterol medications, people who are pre-diabetic, diabetic, like my grandmother is diabetic, and she can have these shakes. So, when I do this presentation, I don't go over each specific product. If you're not sure about the products, you can ask your consultant and they can go through all of that information. But it's not so much the specific products in this, it's the results that you get from using this with the meal plans, with the private Facebook page that you get access to that has all the files in there for grocery lists and meal plans for 4 weeks, recipes, all of that. So if you have any questions, please ask your consultant. But this is the program that I have been able to change, truly change the most lives with. And it doesn't only change the person that you're sharing the program with, because when I did the program, I was also cooking for my husband, who has now benefited from it. And also our 3 kids know how to eat healthy because of this program. And it's not a fad diet. It has become our healthy lifestyle, which is going to carry them on for their lifetimes and their families. So it's more of a legacy program, which sounds crazy, but I mean, that's affecting generations. So give it a try. If you haven't tried it yet, it's worth trying because it truly works.
Let's see. Awesome. Let's go ahead and ask you and Maggie. We're sitting right there together. Come up here. Y'all know the drill. One of you call numbers, one of you runs. And how many raffle? Are these all raffle products up here? Yell if this is not. 1, 2, 3. You can draw 8 names. Wow. Okay.
596. 596. 596.
It's probably one of y'all.
I don't know. 596.
What was the number?
596. 930 596.
It's me.
Okay. All right. 608. Yay, Jenny Jane. Okay. 610. Yay! Awesome. So I feel like I win when you win. 604. Yay!
On that side of the room.
Stirring them up. Okay. 621. Yay! Okay, I must stop thinking. 620.
Get into the fights.
619. Okay, yay! 616.
Oh, that's me. Oh, there you go.
I'm reaching in.
You won the lottery.
614. 598.
Okay.
Sorry.
Watch it, he was that one.
White jacket.
Oh.
How about a rose? You did get carried away.
Okay. Jesse, where are you?
Oh, I'm back up.
Back to you. And except this is bothering because this no longer looks pretty because it has bracelets on it. And I like the pretty background while you're talking.
Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about my story, just a short bit with you, so you know who I am if you haven't met me before. But I am Jessie Collier. I'm an executive area manager and independent consultant with Arbonne, with a servant-hearted team that is going region and then nation because we have so many people that we need to help. So many people that need hope. I stay at home with my 3 kids, and my husband has been with a company now with no advancement or increase in pay in 4 years. While growing my business over the last 3.5 years, it has increased dramatically over that time. Because guess what? He doesn't have control over his income, but I do. I get to drop off and pick up my kids at school, and my son bawls and hangs on to me because I'm leaving him for 3 hours. 3 hours! He
He has no idea that other kids have to be separated from their parents for 10 to 12 hours or more. How many of you have kids or want kids? Okay, so I'm talking to you. Or people you know who has kids, who have kids. I grew up as a latchkey kid. I can count on one hand the number of times my parents came to a swim meet or a school performance. They were never there because they were working. Some people may be okay with that, but I'm not. I want more for my kids, and I want more for my life than that. I cannot even imagine having to drag myself to work, trading my time for a set amount of money, leaving the house at 7 a.m. and not getting home until dinner to make dinner and then put the kids to bed. We were not put on this earth to pay bills and die. Because of this choice, I can give my family all of me and not what's left of me. We have a better way. Let me compose myself. Whew. Okay, so I flew out to Vegas by myself for a convention called GoPro that I just got back from on Sunday. It was a 3-day training conference with over 16,000 people, network marketers, in over 100 different companies, in over 22 countries present, but 157 countries streaming online. This was a huge deal. And the speakers on that stage were all 7-figure income earners and above. And it's not about the money. It's about the choices that that money gives you. And one of those speakers really inspired me, and I watched her TED Talk, and that is what I'm wrapping tonight up with. 1/3 of Americans feel unsatisfied with their life. So the odds of being born at the very moment you were born, with your specific parents, with your specific DNA, is 1 in 400 trillion. 1 in 400 trillion. And 1/3 of Americans are unsatisfied with their life. It is a miracle that I was born when I was for such a time as this. Most people are hitting the inner snooze button on their life. And the big 4-letter F word, do you know what that word is? Fine. I'm fine. Do you want something to change? Do you want something more? Because guess what? You're never going to feel like it. You have to force yourself to take that first step. Even from a very young age, parents have to make their kids do stuff, or they're not going to do it on their own, right? Brush their teeth, make their bed, clean up after themselves. Our brain has 2 gears, autopilot or emergency brake. Anytime something is different from our routine, our brain pulls the e-brake. Anything that's a break from routine requires force. But your routine is killing you. And that's where I was 3.5 years ago. If you're hungry, you feel what? Hungry. If angry. I feel hangry. You know, if you're thirsty, you do what? You drink something. If you're stuck, you do what? Being stuck is a signal that our need for exploration is not being met. We have to force ourselves out of our heads, out of our feelings, and out of our comfort zone to change. If we have an impulse to do something, we have to act on it. This is based on research. Within 5 seconds, or our brain will kill it.
So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go and do something about it. Good night, guys.